Hi guys, it's me. It's Tiffany. You're here for Tiffany D. Okay, do we have to do that again? No editing. Hi guys, it's me. It's Tiffany. You're here for Tiffany TV. My name is TiffanyDIRA. I am a transformational life coach and channeler of divine source energy. And today we are going to talk about the completion of fasting and a little bit about our body and how important it is to us, and also the food that we're putting inside of it and what we need to do to just be a little bit more aware. So some of you know who have been following me, I am on my last day of fasting. I am so excited. I can't even tell you. Today is eating day, and I do feel like $1,000,000. I feel phenomenal. Like, this is always the point in the fasting where you feel so great that you're like, do I need to eat again? Because really, I feel pretty phenomenal, actually. I feel like I could do this for way longer, but I trust my channel, and I know that when my channel tells me that I'm done and that the purpose in my fasting, in my water fasting, has been completed, that I don't need to do it anymore. So I don't push it, and I only ever do it when divine guides me. So I will say yesterday, though, was not that day. Yesterday was not today. Yesterday I felt really low, and I spent most of my day in bed and laying down, and every time I was sitting up and standing up, I was getting really dizzy and I wasn't really feeling all that great. And so I thought that laying down was the answer because I really didn't feel great. But then what happened in the afternoon is that I had a cup of tea and I put like a whole bunch of Himalayan salts in it, and I immediately felt better. So I was not getting enough salts, and it was affecting my body just because I was not having the right electrolytes and the right salt composites in my body. And as soon as I remedied that, it was like a totally different, it was like a game changer. I was just like, holy moly, this is totally different. Then I was sort of avoiding, or like being resistant and being very aware that I had to go to work all day. So I was laying in bed going, oh, poor me. You have to go to work and you haven't eaten. I work in a restaurant, okay? So I haven't eaten in 4 days, and I'm like, going to work where we were having a specialty dinner, and it was like all my favorite things: peach and roasted beet salad, burrata with bruschetta, and olives, and then lamb shank and wild mushroom risotto. I was like, I cannot believe that I'm going to this place and torturing myself. But in fact, all of that anticipation and that apprehension before I was going, once I got up and started moving around, and I got dressed and I put on red lipstick, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna act the way I want to feel. I'm going to pretend like I feel like $1,000,000, and then I'm gonna feel like $1,000,000. I'm gonna walk to work. I'm going to like let the ground take all of my apprehension and my frustration at having to do this while I'm fasting out while I'm walking to work. And I got to work, and I just like said to everyone, I'm just letting you know, this is the last place on earth that I want to be right now. Like, if I could be anywhere else right now, I would be there. But guess what happened? As soon as I started moving around and talking to people and getting in my groove and being me with all of these people that I know and love, like, I know all of these people that were coming, I started feeling better and better. Now, at the end of the night, after we'd been moving around and we sort of stopped moving, I definitely hit a wall where I was like, okay, this is enough for me. I need to go home now. This is my limit. But even after I got home, I felt so great. I couldn't believe it. Now, I will say that yesterday before work, because I wanted my mind to be like super clear and I didn't want me to be like lacking in anything, I did have 1 cup of tea with 1 teaspoon of MCT oil, and I did have 1 organic coconut water, and that was the only thing that I have had other than herbal tea and water with salt in it since Friday evening. Yeah. So it definitely helped, I will say. And I am satisfied with the amount of time my body has spent in autophagy over the last couple of days. So I didn't really think that I was affecting that. And I know that those things don't necessarily impact what my other energetic cleansing is, the process of my energetic cleansing. So I had those things. And I'm okay with that. And now here I am. I'm having my sugar mushroom mint tea with a little bit of salt, and I'm doing my Tiffany TV. Yesterday, I really couldn't even bring myself to do Tiffany TV, so I only recorded my channels only because I'm so freaking clear right now. Like, I feel so clear. My channels are so incredibly clear. I want to channel all the time this clear. And you know what? I'm hoping that someday, as I am releasing all of the things out of my energetic system that keep me from being that clear, that I will be able to do that and still be able to eat food if that's what I'm inclined to do. So there is a definite difference between like fasting when you are only living on energy and light and water. And your body feels so different. And once you get into this baseline of being aligned and balanced, you really move into a whole new flow. The fact is that our bodies are 60% water, and exciting fact, our brains are 70% water. So they're even more than our whole bodies as a whole. So when you fill your body with nothing but water, especially all day yesterday, I was looking at my water and I was going, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you. My body is so strong, my body feels so strong. And really, you're like basically programming your words, casting spells into your water with your words, and programming the water that is coming into your body. And not only that, your body responds, the water inside your body responds to the words that you're saying, because water can be programmed and water takes on the imprints of different things. I don't know if you've seen that thing on maybe Instagram where it shows the people have the tray of water and then they put it over an image and then they take it away and they freeze it, and it shows the image that it was laying over. Just a picture. It's not even a word. And then, of course, the famous Dr. Masaru Emoto, who wrote all kinds of incredible books about the power of words and water, where he would speak different words to water and then freeze them, and the ice crystals would come out in different formations based on the words that were said. And basically, it's just to show the power of our words and how strong an impact our words have. And if you tell yourself, oh, I feel awful, oh, I don't like this, oh, I hate this, oh, I'm blah, blah, blah. Or if you tell yourself, I am fit and healthy and strong, I feel amazing, I am on fire, that girl is on fire. Ooh, I even wore my fire dress. I am totally on fire today. Who's excited about eating today? This girl right now. Later, once I do my channel and once I know I can like complete the process that I'm in right now, then I know. And it's funny, I'm a little bit like neurotic. When I was talking about food idiosyncrasies and food neuroses in other people, I definitely am one of those people too. Most people are. Most people have like a weird food thing, whether they know it or not. But mine is that every single time I'm finished fasting, and I don't know if it's because the first time that I fasted, I ate this one thing, and now it's almost like I know when I eat that, my fasting is done. So there's this Spragues broccoli and spinach with coconut milk soup that just tastes so good. And I eat it every single time I finish fasting, no matter what, no matter where, no matter when, no matter how long. It's like, this is what I'm having. And I bless my food, and I do a little ceremony, and I complete my thing, and then I eat it, and I just feel so grateful and so strong. When I did my 9-day water fast, which was again guided by divine, and which I was surprisingly, well, I was like this. Once I get over that hump, like I find the first 3 days are so hard, such a challenge. And then when you get over that, it's like smooth sailing after that, really. Like right now, I feel like I could just go forever. I don't want to, I don't need to, I don't have to, but I feel like I could. So when I had my bowl of Sprague soup in front of me, 9 days I hadn't eaten, I looked at my soup and I could smell it, and I literally cried. I was crying in my soup, literally. Isn't that an expression about people like go cry in your soup or something? I was definitely crying in my soup, no word of a lie. I was so grateful and so happy. I was like, I have never been so happy to eat something in my entire life. Funny. Anyway, I have been cleansing for years and years and years to rid my body from all the toxins of my teenage years. I did do a lot of questionable ingestion through those years. So I'm happy to say that I feel like my body is ridding itself of those things. And I may get to a place where my face can be fabulous and clear and amazing. And my hormones can be like good and level, and my body can just be a reflection of who and how I feel on the inside and who I know that I am. So yeah. Okay, what do we want to talk about? We're going to talk about the awareness around our eating habits. Right now, I always at the end of a fast feel like my awareness around the food that I'm eating is heightened. Like I want to make sure that I'm eating the right nutrients, that I'm eating foods that are nourishing my body, that I am taking things in that are benefiting me the most, so that my body can thrive and feel amazing. And it's probably because once you deplete yourself, you're so sensitive and you're so aware in your body of how, if you have any type of reaction or if you have any type of mild allergies, if you ingest those things, you get bloated, you feel horrible, you're like super lethargic, you're not feeling great, you get irritable. Like if you're eating sugar, like if the first thing I ate right now was sugar, and then I would be like jacked, and then I would be like crashing. And so you don't want to do that. You don't want to like put your body into shock after something like this. So I'm always super aware after I'm done a fast around my food. And this morning I woke up and I was listening to the Energy of Foods Dira workshop, which I highly recommend. It's on DiraInternational.com. And I was listening to that and gaining so much insight about like the spectrums of light that each food is, or what each food category is in relation to each one of your chakras, and about how important it is to be balanced. And that if there is a resistance that you have to some sort of food, it's because it's showing you something in one way or another. So it's not that you have to eat in a certain capacity or a certain way. Like, you do what's right for you, and you pay attention to your body. If you're not eating right for your body's going to respond. You know, it's not saying that veganism or vegetarianism or keto or paleo or pick one, doesn't matter. Doesn't, like, any of those things isn't right for you, because it could be right for you at a time. And then when it's not right for you anymore, your body will tell you, okay, it's time to make a change. We need to actually do something different here, because our needs now are different than they were then, and we've accomplished our goal. Like, we've done exactly what we needed to do in that time, and now that time is over. So I just encourage you to pay attention to your body, and your body will tell you exactly what it needs. Okay, so the first thing I do is I bless my food. And I'm telling you, I came from a very, very Christian family, and my family, we were big on singing grace, and we were always clapping, and it was all the grandchildren and my grandparents who were always saying grace. And I never understood the importance of grace or what the purpose of grace was. And now I totally get it. It's literally, you're programming your food to hold divine love, to hold the golden radiant light of divine love. And you do that by speaking into your food, and just, you can literally say, this is what I do. People think I'm crazy, but that's okay. I go, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you, thank you, I And I just tell my food that I'm so grateful for them serving me and nourishing me and being a part of my body by coming inside of me and then just like moving into all different parts, breaking down, serving my organs, being a part of my muscles, making me strong, giving me energy, all of those things. I just say thank you, I love you. It doesn't have to be like a big thing. And you know what? I thought too, I was like, I don't know if I was resistant because I was like, I don't want to thank God. I want to thank the food because the food is what is serving me. And then I'm like, okay, but God provides the food, or God is a part of the food. God is actually the food. I mean, there is nothing outside of God. It's all God. So now I just say, thank you, I bless you. Thank you, I love you. Thank you. And I just take it in, and then it serves my body in whatever way it needs to, because it's very, very smart. Just like our bodies are very, very smart. It is going to take everything from what you're eating and take it for exactly what it needs. And if you're deficient in something, your body is going to show you that. Your body's going to be like, whoa, warning. You're missing something here. Okay, second thing for around the awareness of eating habits. So sometimes I also sing to my food and I do like mantras or chants, and I did a Deepak Chopra workshop that was 7 days around food. And each day he was giving us like a blessing, and I run through them. But my favorite one is Om Bhavam Namah. And it means I am absolute existence. I am a field of all possibilities. And then you think about the intention in your mind that states, I am creating perfect health with every choice. So I say, Om Bhavam Namah, and I sing to my food. I usually do that when I'm alone, not when there are other people around. Okay, and then the last thing is that I try to incorporate as much as I can is being very mindful about what you're eating. And I don't mean mindful in a way of like judgment where you're like, oh, I shouldn't eat carbs, and oh, this is all sugar, or oh, judgment, and oh, this is going to make me fat, or oh, this is going to do this to my body. I mean mindfulness as in thinking about every single step that each one of the things on your plate has taken to get where it is. So you say thank you to the sunlight. You say thank you to the soil that grew the plants. You say thank you to the farmer that maybe like farmed and took them. You say thank you to the truck driver that actually transported it from wherever it was grown. You say thank you to the store that housed it. You say thank you to the cashier that sold it to you. You say thank you to yourself for cooking and preparing a wonderful meal for yourself. And then you just say thank you to God for creating all of these things, for that process to even be. Okay. So the thing I wanted to actually talk about was like how important our bodies are, and how more and more when we bring awareness to our food, that we need to bring awareness to the fact that our bodies should not be taken for granted. And our bodies are a gift that have been given to us like as a vessel to hold our soul on this earth right now. And they are limited. Our souls are infinite, but these bodies have like a time span where they're like birth and then death. That is inevitable. But what happens in between there is sort of up to us. It depends on how we treat our bodies, how well they are going to live to this point where they're going to leave and be expired, right? So the question is, do you want to live till you're 100? Do you want to live till you're 80? Let's just say you're 80. Let's say you want to live till you're 80. Do you want to live like healthy and vibrant and amazing till 80? Because let's say that your soul has already decided that your work is done and your expiration date is 80. Okay? Through the process of your life, do you want to live till you're 80 in healthy, vibrant, expansiveness, or do you want to live till you're 60, and then because of the choices that you've made since you were like here to here, do you want to live sick from 60 to 80? I'm gonna live till I'm 141. so that's why I'm on this train right now, is because I am making sure that my body is going to be able to house my soul for that long, because I've got shit to do. I can't be like dropping off and not being here for what I came here to do, right? Okay, at some point, I believe you have to pay the piper. I believe that you can change the program and the structure of the food that you're eating. I believe that it's actually more important what you believe about the food that you're eating than about the food that you're eating itself. Because there are people that smoke 100 cigarettes a day and never get lung cancer. And there are people that smoke like a few times in their life, and then all of a sudden they're like, how am I the one that's dying of like respiratory disease? And I think it's more about what you believe or what the debris inside your body is trying to tell you about your life, if you're ignoring it, than it is about what you're actually doing. So the same can be said about food. If you believe that a certain thing is going to make you unhealthy or make you fat or make you like not be able to live your optimal life, that's what's going to happen, because our world is a reflection of our beliefs. And if you believe that, that is what the world needs to show you. So it starts with changing your belief about what you are taking in. And then it is about programming that stuff. So yes, maybe a not so great for you food. I don't want to label anything and get in trouble, but maybe like a not so great for you food has a really, really low vibration because it's processed. It has all kinds of things in it, like heavy metals and things that are not necessarily supporting your body's systems. And maybe it's just like got so much like comes from toxins or things that have been sprayed by things, or things that are like genetically modified, or whatever it is. So this thing that I'm not naming is going to be there. You can still bless that and then reprogram that thing and be like, serve my body to the highest, because I'm just going to eat this, and I'm going to eat it with love, and I'm going to eat it with grace. And then you change the actual molecular structure of that thing so that when it comes into your body and you eat it, it serves your body to the highest. I swear, it's totally true that you can do that. Okay, so I have a few stories actually that I just want to share really quickly about food that have happened in my life story in the last couple of days. I just went on a holiday to Georgia, which was incredible, to spend some time with friends and make new friends and be in a really, really fun atmosphere with people that I love. And yeah, and food was a thing because we had 4 couples, and then each one of us took turns, and we were preparing food for one another, and it was like a beautiful offering and service and love, and it was so incredible. And on the first day, the one girl looked at me and she's like, "Oh, you're in America now. You need to buy organic." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I don't really understand." Like, in Canada, it's not, yeah, we eat organic if you can afford to, or if you choose certain things that you go, okay, I'm always going to eat, let's say peppers or like the Dirty Dozen organic, and then everything else I can, and we try to eat happy chicken eggs, and we try to buy meat from the farmer, like happy cows that have been blessed when they're on the full moon, and that sort of stuff. But we do not buy everything that we ingest organically. And she goes, yeah, when you go to the store, you have to look at the ingredients list, because organic in America, they have certain parameters of things that they have to abide by. And then the other ones are basically like, it's like a fucking free-for-all. I'm not even kidding you. So I was like, oh, you're exaggerating. I don't even know what you're talking about. So we went to the store. Holy shitballs. I couldn't even believe it. I was just like blown away by the difference. So the example I have is that I was buying chicken stock, and I had chicken stock, and then I had organic chicken stock, and I look at the ingredients, and the regular chicken stock, I'm no word of a lie, the ingredients were like this long on the side of a Tetra pack of chicken stock. I was like, I don't even know what these things are. Like, I can't even tell what these ingredients are. And then on the organic one, it was like this. It was maybe like 6 or 7 ingredients, all ingredients organic, all things that I could read that I knew. I was like, oh, this is what chicken stock is supposed to be. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to put that one back, and it doesn't even matter if I have to pay more for this one. Clearly, I'm not eating that. I was just shocked. And I should have known better, because just before we went to America, I was on social media, and there was a thing, and it was talking about ingredient lists of the same exact products, but the products that are sold in America and the products that are sold in Britain, and the difference between Britain's food agency and America's food agency, and the difference in the ingredients lists were like this. Britain was like, fuck no, we're not doing that. We're not having all of this stuff in our food. And America's like, we don't really care. Actually, it's fine. Put high fructose corn syrup in everything. They love it. It's just like, okay, well, so this is my next story about high fructose corn syrup, which totally also blew me away. I was on the plane, and I asked the girl for an apple juice. She didn't have any. She was like, oh, I have a cranberry apple juice. I can give you that. I was like, oh, okay, sure. Now you have to remember that before I went to Georgia, I had been 6 weeks of fasting. No meat, no wheat, no dairy, no sugar, no soy. So I had basically not had sugar for 6 weeks before that. That was doing my level 2. So I take one sip of it, and I was like, oh my gosh. I thought my head was going to explode. It was insane. I was like, my whole body was just like in resistance. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I look at the label, and in 1 can of cranberry apple juice, there were 58 grams of sugar. 58. I could not believe it. I was like, I don't even know how I can drink this. So I said to my husband, I was like, I can't drink this. Do you want it? And I was like, am I exaggerating? Am I overreacting? Is this just like a big deal for no reason? And then I looked it up in Canada, and in Canada, the exact same thing is 24 grams of sugar. Less than half. The second ingredient on there, it wasn't grape juice. It wasn't apple juice. It wasn't cranberry juice. It was literally high fructose corn syrup. Second ingredient. I'm like, no wonder there's 58 grams of sugar. It's basically just like corn sugar. This whole container with water. I don't know. When you ask yourself how important is your body to you, you should be saying it is the most important. It is like the number one thing that should be on my list right now of what I'm doing with myself, is taking care of my body. Our bodies are the reason we are here in this dimension right now in physicality. Our bodies house our soul for only a very short period of time. And we should honor their service to us by treating them appropriately, without judgment, and with as much love as absolutely possible. Okay, so I have a really great exercise that you can do that will tell you whether or not something is for you or not for you in any given moment. This is best done if it's like a whole thing, or like not in a container, because it might be the plastic that you're reacting to, or the metals or something like that. But like if you hold something, let's say a pepper, if you hold something close to your heart and you stand up, your body is either going to move towards it or move away from it, because your blood is so smart. It literally moves towards all the things that nourish it, and it moves away from the things that are not great for it right now. So if you think you have an allergy, or if you think you're not supposed to eat wheat or cheese or a certain type of thing that is affecting your digestive system, I'm not even kidding. Try it at home. You just stand up straight. You hold this thing in front of your heart, close your eyes. It's best to close your eyes, because then you can, and it could be really subtle, but you'll feel yourself either falling away or falling towards whatever it is. And some things are neutral, like some things you won't move at all. And that thing is totally fine. But I would say avoid the things that you're going away from. Okay, call to action today. Other than like, subscribe, comment, I want to hear all of your stories. I want to hear all of your stories about like shocking food things that you have seen in different places that you're like, how is this okay that this is the food that we are being presented with? I want to hear them just for fun. Maybe that's low vibration, but it's good for us, for awareness, to be like, we need to start paying attention to these things to honor our bodies because they absolutely deserve it. Okay, our call to action today, number 1 question: what areas of our lives can we bring awareness around our eating or what we are putting into our bodies? That is my suggestion. Okay, and then the books I want to reference just really quickly. The best book that I have ever read about fasting that has given me so much insight is Fast Like a Girl by Dr. Mindy Pelz. She has so many videos on YouTube. Look her up. She's amazing. If you are looking for any sort of guidance or anything to do with food or fasting or menstruation or menopause for women, this girl has got it. She is so incredible. She is like a wealth of knowledge. She is so incredible. Her depth of what she has to offer, like, she's so incredible. And then the other one, my favorite, Aggie Lal. I love her so much. She's so wonderful. I've been following her for so many years, and she has come so far. And now she just wrote a new book called Biohack Like a Girl, Biohack Like a Woman. Excuse me, Aggie. And it's so phenomenal. It's honestly, of those two books that I read last year on health and wellness for women, number 1, number 2, those, well, they're both let's share them at number 1 because they're both super impactful. And Aggie talks about the importance of eating your vegetables first so that your body doesn't spike insulin, and then you can eat all the stuff afterwards. Like, don't starve yourself from anything. If you want to eat sugar and carbohydrates, do it, but do it immediately after you've eaten so that your body has already gradually raised its sugars and it's not like this spike that shocks your system. And then you're way less likely to eat more because you've already filled up on all of your amazing vegetables and then your fats and then your proteins. And then if you want to eat your carbohydrates, you do it at the end, but it's like you're not eating as much because you've already filled yourself up with all the other awesome stuff. Okay, and then I just want to suggest a few podcasts if you're interested in nutrition and food. Dr. Zach Bush, oh my goodness, legend. The guy is amazing. He has so much insight around our bodies and about spirituality and how they connect together. And then Medical Medium, he's really awesome too. And then Andrew Huberman and Mark Hyman, all those guys, an apple a day. Yeah, and yeah, there's so much. We are living in an incredible world where we can share so much information. How fortunate are we? We live in an incredible world. Okay, I'm sorry. You can see I'm on fire today. And if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. And at some point, I am going to break all of these things up into smaller snippets so that you don't have to watch a whole half an hour of Tiffany TV. But maybe you like it. Maybe you like it like I do. I'm having fun. This is really such a great experience for me. Okay, let's channel. And then I'm going to do my channel and then I'm going to eat. Oh my goodness, what am I going to eat first? First, I'm probably, because I haven't in 5 days had my Mudwtr for breakfast with coconut water. I am absolutely having that first. Mudwtr and a little bit of coconut milk. I love Mudwtr. Adaptogenic mushrooms are where it's at. Yeah. Does that break my soup rule? No, it doesn't. I'm going to have that first and then I'm going to have my soup for lunch. Amazing. Thank you. I love you. We'll do a channel. I am divine. We are one. And what we would say is today is a day of celebration. Today is a day of completion of cycles. Today is a day of expansion for energy. Not only for you, but across the board, across the collective. Today is a day of rejoicing, of lifting spirits, and seeing the blessings that are set before you. We are grateful for your service to us and the honoring of your body. We are grateful for your willingness to share, to be open, to be your authentic self, to know your truth, and shine your light out into the world. We are grateful for your intentions to bring peace, to bring love, and to bring hope to the world. We want to see you shine. Shine, 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 so we can shine together. I call on the vibration of oneness to be known to me. I call on the vibration of oneness to be known to me. I am divine. We are one. Trust it is so. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. Ciao for now.